Nobody is coming to save you. I know that's not what you want to hear, but I'd rather be honest with you than comfortable. Nobody is coming. Not your parents, not a mentor, not the right opportunity, not the universe aligning in your favor, not a lucky break, not God dropping something in your lap while you sit there waiting. Nobody is coming. And the sooner you accept that, the sooner your life actually starts. I spent years low-key waiting. I didn't even realize I was doing it. I was going through the motions, doing just enough, telling myself my moment was coming, that someone would notice me, that something would shift, that one day I'd wake up and the path would just be clear. And every year that passed, I'd look around and wonder why nothing was changing, why I was in the same place. Same problems, same excuses, same version of myself, dressed up in a slightly older body. And then it hit me. I was waiting to be rescued. Not in an obvious way, not sitting on a couch doing nothing, but in that quiet, subtle way where you're moving but not really pushing, trying but not really committing, hoping but not really building. I was outsourcing my future to something outside of me, and that is the most dangerous thing a person can do. Here's what nobody tells you about waiting for your moment. While you're waiting, life is still moving. Time doesn't pause because you haven't figured it out yet. Your 20s don't slow down because you're still finding yourself. The people around you are making decisions, taking risks, failing, learning, growing. And the gap between you and where you want to be gets wider every single day you spend waiting for something external to change. The gap doesn't close by itself. You close it, or it stays open forever. Let me ask you something honest. Think about the thing you want most right now, the goal, the life, the version of yourself you see when you imagine things going right. Now ask yourself, what are you actually doing today to get there? Not what you're planning to do, not what you did last month. What are you doing today, right now? Because most people have a massive gap between who they say they want to be and what they're actually doing on a Tuesday afternoon. And they fill that gap with hope, with waiting, with the belief that something outside of them will eventually close it. It won't. Hope is not a strategy. Waiting is not a plan. And believing that your circumstances will change without you fundamentally changing what you do every single day is not faith. It's delusion. I'm not saying this to be harsh. I'm saying this because I wish someone had grabbed me by the shoulders years ago and said it to my face. You are the plan. There is no backup. There is no safety net being built by someone else. There is no rescue mission being organized on your behalf. There is just you and the choices you make and the actions you take and the person you decide to become starting from this moment. Think about the people you admire, the ones who built something real, the ones who have the life, the freedom, the impact you want. Go and actually look at their story. Every single one of them has a chapter that looks the same, a moment where everything was against them, where nobody believed in them, where they had no support, no resources, no clear path. And they moved anyway, not because someone saved them, because they stopped waiting to be saved. They decided that if it was going to happen, it was going to happen because they made it happen. That decision is available to you right now, not tomorrow, right now. Here's the thing about waiting for the right mentor to find you, the right opportunity to appear, the right moment to finally begin. Those things do exist. Mentors are real. Opportunities are real. Good timing is real. But they don't come to people who are waiting. They come to people who are moving. The mentor finds you when you're already in the arena doing the work. The opportunity shows up when you've built enough skill and consistency that you can actually recognize it. The right moment doesn't arrive on a calendar. It's created by months and years of unglamorous effort that nobody saw. You don't attract what you want. You attract what you are and what you do. So if you're waiting for the thing to come to you, you've got it backwards. You go to the thing. You become the person the thing comes to. There's a version of your life where you look back at 30, 40, 50, and you can see clearly the moment it all changed. And that moment is almost never the arrival of some external force. It's a quiet moment, usually alone, where you just decided to stop explaining why you can't, decided to stop waiting for permission, decided to stop auditioning for a rescue, and just started, imperfectly, underprepared, a little afraid, but started. Because starting is the only thing that separates the person who makes it from the person who spends their whole life almost making it. I want to say something now about the people around you. Because sometimes we're not waiting for a cosmic sign. Sometimes we're waiting for the people in our lives to show up for us, waiting for family to believe in us, waiting for friends to support, waiting for someone close to us to finally say, I believe in you, go for it. And I understand that. That need is real, but I need you to hear this clearly. You cannot wait for people to believe in you before you believe in yourself. Because the people around you are not inside your head. They can't see what you see. They can't feel what you feel. They're looking at you through the lens of who you've been, not who you're becoming. Their doubt is not evidence that you're wrong. It's evidence that you haven't shown them yet. And you show them not by convincing them with words, but by moving so consistently, so relentlessly that eventually the results do the talking. Stop seeking validation from people who haven't been where you're trying to go. You're the only person who has to believe in it first. So let me bring this home. Nobody's coming, not to save you, not to hand you the life you want, not to build what you were supposed to build. That is entirely, completely, terrifyingly yours. And that's not a curse. That is the most liberating truth in the world, because it means nothing is blocked, nothing is being withheld. Nobody has the key to your future except you. The door is yours. The work is yours. The outcome is yours. Stop waiting. Stop hoping someone else writes your story. Pick up the pen. You're the only one who is ever going to do it anyway.